Really happy for our players. They took some of the coaching we spent this week unsure of who we were going to end up playing, but we worked on a lot of different concepts, and one of them was defending the three-point line, because that was going to be a big issue with a lot of the teams that we had potential to play this week on this day. And I think that they did a really nice job of dialing it in on that. I liked what we did offensively. There are a lot of different areas where I thought our team was strong, and we just spotlighted every player who played the game, and it's always good as a coach when everybody who plays the game you think made a positive contribution. So fun to coach that kind of team, and excited for these guys.
We'll begin with questions for the student athletes, and remember, when asking a question, please state your name, affiliation, and who the question's for. We'll go ahead with Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff Ferrado with the West Coast Conference. Lauren, you've carried a heavy load this year and produced certainly really well. Today, you got an awful lot of help. I think 8 different players scored in that second quarter when you took charge of the game, and your bench was real good. Can you just talk about those contributions?
Yeah, I think from the start of the season, kind of the goal for us is to play Gonzaga basketball, and that means playing together, and so it's not just one person that contributes, it's all of us. And like I said to the girls last night, if we're going to win this thing, we've got to win it together, and so I'm just really happy that everyone got to showcase their skill and talent, and obviously good things happen when we work together. So.
Greg Lee with the Spokesman Review. Lauren, I don't know if you realize this, but you were getting your rest to start the second quarter, and when you finally got in, the girls had gone on a 14-2 run to open the game up. What did you think of their play?
We went on a 14-2 run, yeah. Like I said just before, I think any of us can be successful and any of us can score, and so yeah, I think there's not just one person that they have to defend, it's all of us. If it's not inside, then they've got to defend the three, and if it's not the three-pointer, we've got great post players inside who are being physical. So I think we're really a triple threat in that sense, and so yeah, I'm just really proud of the girls and how they contributed.
Allie, I heard from somebody that you told your parents that you were ready, the team was ready to go. Talk about that.
Yeah, we were really focused on winning this game. Obviously, we lost here last year, so this is at the front of our minds, not really focused on anything else, and we were ready.
Go ahead.
Hi, ladies. Brendan Potts, World Exposure Report. Allie, this is your first time playing with Lauren in the WCC tournament. Just how did it feel to have her on the court this year?
Yeah, much better than having her on the bench last year, so that was a big plus. She said she's been here 3 times, which is kind of crazy, and this is the first year she's played, so it was super fun. I'm ready to play tomorrow, too.
And for either of you players, there were so many fans here, obviously for the men's game, but also here to support you. Just what does it mean to have that fan support here from fans coming from Spokane to support you guys?
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the post-game interview, I think we have one of the best supporters in the nation, and it's so cool to see that they all get up and travel to Vegas to support us, not only men's basketball but women's basketball as well. And so the women's side is growing so much, and I think it deserves so much recognition, and so I'm just so grateful for them to come out and support us, support what we do, and hopefully get a championship tomorrow.
Hey guys, Kyle Sweeney with the Gonzaga Bulletin. This is a question for all 3 of you. You guys won the bench battle 33-4. Can you guys just talk about the contributions you got from the entire team?
Okay, Lauren, you can take that first.
Bench,
Yeah, I think like what we've been saying, I think we're a really skilled team and we're pretty deep, and so all of us can score in different levels, and like I said, if it's not our starters that are scoring, I think we have a lot of players off the bench that give us a spark. Taryn Gardner, I mean, she came out and shot 2 threes, lights out like that. Julia Wilson, she had some great transition buckets. Jaden Hale, I mean, 6th Woman of the Year, she's just been amazing the whole year, and so, like I said, if you can't guard us in the starting 5, we have great players coming off the bench. So,
Take a question in the back.
Yeah, this one's for Allie. Grady Glover with SWX. Oregon State is the team that sent you guys home, same building. I mean, just what is the excitement level from the team to be able to get another shot at them in this building?
Yeah, we're super excited. We've been focused on Santa Clara from the moment we got here, so I haven't even really thought about it that much. But just knowing they won and knowing we get another chance against them, we played really well one time. Didn't play so well the other time we played them this season, so just super excited to play them again.
And then Lauren, for you, like you said, this is the third time you've been here, to be able to get to the championship game and have a chance to win it, and you'll be on the floor. I mean, just the emotions of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot different from sitting on the bench, of course, but to be out there with such an amazing group of girls I think is so special, and to create the culture that we have and to be a part of it is something really special, and I'm grateful for. And yeah, I'm just excited to compete tomorrow for a championship.
Any other questions for the student athletes? All right, student athletes, you're free to go. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want one, Whit?
We'll go ahead. Oh. Yeah, take the water. We'll go ahead and start with questions for the head coach. We can get out front.
Hey, Lisa.
Hi.
Can you just talk about what we asked the players about, just what you got from your bench? Because early in the season, you were still trying to figure out who you were and who was going to be able to contribute. And, boy, they delivered today.
Yeah, I think the reason that it took a while is just because there's so much new. You know what I mean? Lauren, again, she's mentioned it, was the most experienced player at the start with a year and a half where she never stepped on the court. So everyone else to our program was either a young player or a new player. And so there's a lot of trying to figure things out early, and a lot of teams are doing that, and that's kind of the way of the world right now. But I think that we've been able to pass on the cultural pieces, which at Gonzaga is exactly what Lauren said. I can't really articulate it any better, and I don't have a great accent. But what she said is true in that we share the ball. We never want anyone to carry a heavier burden than anyone else. We want to, if any of them, maybe these two might feel a little bit of the weight from time to time, that we want them to not have to feel that, because they can feel secure that there's someone to their right and their left defensively, or there's another player who's going to come in and substitute for them who's capable. And we're always better when we're sharing the ball and playing together as a team.
Hey, Coach, can you talk about Jaden's game today? She had 12 points, 11 boards. Can you talk about just what you saw from her today?
Yeah, I think she just kind of looked like she's looked for us all of conference season, for sure. And in the beginning, as a true freshman, it took her a minute to get her legs under her. But she's so good on the glass. People try really hard and put 2 or 3 players on her to check her out. And, she's become such a good finisher. I think that she just is really strong, and that has helped her to put herself in a position to make an impact as a freshman. Sometimes, it's a big jump with speed and size and strength. And Jaden didn't have to overcome all of those things because she was such a strong player already. And, she's trained to go to the glass every time. And it gives us such a lift as a team when you know that she's going. So maybe she's going to draw some attention. As long as you're going too, one of the two of you are likely to come up with the ball.
Lisa, I think one of the games that probably spurred your second half surge in development was the 67-37 win at home against Oregon State. I would assume that you probably expect Scott to have some adjustments for tomorrow.
I think that's an interesting assumption. I thought that we finally started guarding in that quarter. So we were 1-8, and then when we stopped, we called the timeout and got them defending. That we ended up winning that quarter by 2. And so I think that it was the defense, and maybe the correlation would be that defense was good in that game. But we've shown glimpses of really good defense, connected team defense at different times. Defense, you are local, so you heard me say before that defense travels, but you have to play some in order to travel it. And I thought that was the biggest thing that we did in that second quarter to get us focused towards, that outcome, which is what the big focus it was for our team.
And you had to be pleased with the energy and the dive on the floor and doing everything that they were doing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, again, when I was in the locker room when we were talking about impact, it wasn't all the people who scored in double figures, even though that was great. 5 double-figure scorers. We had almost 2 rebounders that were in double figures, but we had everybody else who got rebounds, who made passes, who we track hustle plays, and there's a lot of those made in the game. So those all help with the defensive energy, in my opinion.
We'll go over in front.
Hi, Lisa, over here. You're going to be taking part in Gonzaga's final women's game in this conference. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit emotional for you and your players. I'm just curious your thoughts about this transitioning out of the WCC to the PAC, and just how big will it be trying to make sure that your players don't get too emotional about this moment for them?
Yeah, it's interesting because we just don't have anybody who has a lot of history in the conference. And so really their coach is the one who needs to stay steady, because I've grown up in this conference. Some of my best coaching friends coach in this conference. Some of my favorite cities to play in are in this conference, and I'm emotional about everything. So I would just say that the gratitude that we have for our place, even the new players, like the gratitude that we have for our place in the WCC and what that's been like, as well as excitement for what's to come. But I think that, hopefully, we'll be just feeling grateful. That's a really important part of our program, and a pillar that we have is gratitude. And so grateful for what we've gotten to do here and excited for what's to come.
Question in the back.
Coach, this is your largest margin of victory in over a month. I mean, does it feel like this was one of the most, full team effort games? And if so, how important is it to be playing like that at this stage in the season?
Yeah, we all want to be playing our best, right? That's a cliche for a reason. But I just think our message to the team has been keep getting better. When you're so young, there's been talk about, all kinds of different things start to come up in this time of year, and all kinds of distractions, and people try to pull you away from the task at hand. But our focus all week, we had a great week of getting better. And we had a lot of practices where we looked around at the center circle after we were done and said, we're better right now than we were when we started this thing. And so it's a good time for that. Hopefully today got us better for what we're going to see. Totally different style, totally different situation tomorrow. But I have been beating the drum of improve every day, and we improved today.
Final question.
Coach, what's your personal approach to helping players manage their emotions in these tournament settings and not feel the pressure of what is, at least this year, like a situation where you have to win to get into the NCAA tournament?
I would say we don't spend a whole lot of time talking about it. We are aware of it. I think that they're all aware, right? They all know what's going on. I haven't looked at anything ever, but I'm smart enough to know that what we have ahead of us. I've been doing this for long enough time. But I just think that if you focus on those things, then you're likely to not give your best effort. You're going to it's just distraction. And so really that's not we do set some of those goals, but I would say if I had to rank our goals from top to bottom, improve all the way till the end and stay focused on the task at hand is our number one goal, if I had to do that. And so while we want to be in the NCAA tournament for sure, we really want to just keep being our best. And if we play our best basketball, then we're going to be happy regardless of what the outcome is. And, focusing on that process versus the result.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Hey,